must follow the law. The law says...
Glorious. Is it a lawsuit? Probably. Why not?
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Buckle Up. It's the Law with Attorney Larry Foreman. Today I have Ari Jacob with us once again. We're going to continue with part 2 of the transcript of the preliminary hearing of Fraser Bohm. As you can see, folks, this is not a Karen Reed case. I know some of you have been making comments, and your comments have been very direct at trying to say, Larry, this is not an innocent kid. I never claimed him to be innocent. I'm not trying to say that Fraser Bohm is innocent of the offense. What I'm saying is that he is innocent of murder, okay? The government is overcharging Fraser because it's a political move. District Attorney Gascon, back in his heyday, was getting a lot of pressure from the deceased's family. And as a result, Fraser Bohm was overcharged. We are not saying that he should walk away from this, but we are definitely saying murder is wrong. Charging him with murder is wrong and improper. So, without further ado, I bring you Ari Jacob to continue on with the reading of the transcript. How are you, Ari?
I'm doing great.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it. Next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. And the people call Nicole Tavares to the stand.
Ma'am, if you would stop there and raise your right hand, do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending, therefore this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll be seated in the witness stand. Ma'am, if you would pull the microphone closer to you and then state and spell your first name, your first and last name for the record.
Nicole Tavares, Nicoletavares.
All right, Ms. Tavares, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I'm going to ask you if you can speak as close to that microphone as possible. That would be great. Also, I'm going to ask you one other favor. The attorneys are going to ask you questions. I'm going to ask you before you respond if you can just briefly pause. The reason I'm saying that is the young lady who is sitting in front of you, the court reporter, can only take down one person at a time, and the attorneys are going to give the courtesy of allowing you to finish your response before they follow up. Thank you very much. Mr. Bartos, you may inquire.
Thank you. This is Nicole Tavares, called as a witness by the people of the state of California, sworn and testified as follows. Good morning, Ms. Tavares.
Good morning.
I would like to ask you about October 17, 2023, and the events leading right up to 8:30 p.m. At that time, you were driving on PCH heading north towards Nobu. Is that correct? And when you were driving, was there anyone else in the car with you?
Yes.
Were you the passenger or the actual driver of the vehicle?
Passenger.
And was the driver your husband, Omar Marino?
Yes.
All right. So we heard from your husband a little bit, so we don't necessarily need to go into a great amount of detail, but there are just a few questions I want to ask. Around that 8:30 p.m. time frame, do you remember driving up to the scene of a collision?
Yes.
All right. In terms of what you observed, let's say in that moment, do you recall how many vehicles you saw involved in that collision?
I don't.
Okay. Then let me take you back. Prior to coming up to the scene of the collision, was there anything out of the ordinary on your drive from on PCH?
No.
And did you get on PCH at Santa Monica where it first starts?
Correct.
So during that time leading up to you coming up on the collision, do you ever recall seeing any of the vehicles involved in the collision prior to that?
No, I don't.
Did you have any incidents that you recall while you were driving on PCH, where cars might have gotten too close to you or honking or seeing anything?
No.
Did your car at any point strike at any other vehicles?
No.
And did your car, to your knowledge, strike any debris or anything else?
No.
I'm going to show you a short video, and I'm going to ask then if you recognize anything in it. Just a moment. It might take a few seconds to buffer, so please just give me a moment. People's number 1, Your Honor.
Yes.
The video is then played. Okay, we've just watched People's 1. Did you recognize the white vehicle that was kind of on the left-hand side of the video?
Yes, that's my vehicle.
Okay. And was that you could kind of see in the reflection of the side mirror?
Yes.
Did that video appear to accurately depict of what you saw on the evening of October 17th?
Yes.
Now, your vehicle in the video was stopped, and if there's a lane that's closer to the center and the lane that's closer to the shoulder, it appears that your lane was the one closer to the center. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was that the lane that you were driving in most of the time?
Yes, it was.
Do you ever remember being in the other lane?
I was on my phone. My boyfriend was driving, but it does sound that we were in that lane.
And then, in terms of what we could see, there appeared to be a silver vehicle up on its side in the middle of the road. Do you remember seeing that?
Yes.
Do you remember driving around that later?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So at the time that you and your husband left the scene, was there any emergency personnel there yet?
No, not yet. We heard the sirens when we were driving away.
So when you all left that evening, you didn't speak to anyone, any sheriff or fire, nothing, anyone like that?
No.
And what about later? Were you later contacted by the sheriff's department?
Yes.
And you told them essentially what you told us today? Objection leading.
Correct.
Overruled.
No further questions.
Mr. Kraut? Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
The statement that you gave to the court today, is that the completion of what you told the law enforcement agent when they interviewed you at a later time?
Yes.
Have you read your statement this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Was that provided to you by the DA?
Yes.
Let me ask you a couple of follow-up questions. When you were coming up the highway before the crash, were there different times that you were stopped at traffic lights as the usual going up PCH?
Yes. Just mine.
When you were headed up at each time you came up to a light and stopped with other cars, were you the first one or further back? Do you remember?
I don't.
Fair enough. Your husband, you're not married yet, correct? Okay, I know he got you into that community property thing. Let me back up. Your boyfriend, he was driving, and you were either on your phone or just watching what was happening, correct?
Correct.
Do you know if you went from the number 1 lane next to the double yellow lines towards the shoulder lane, the number 2 lane, or you don't remember that?
I don't.
Fair enough. When you came, as you were continuing to drive, did any car, specifically that BMW that you later on saw in People's One, did that car almost crash with you at all?
No.
Okay. Did your boyfriend, Omar, did he honk at that car or any other car that you remember?
No, he did not.
You were going to an area that you don't normally drive in, correct?
Yes.
Was Omar going slower than usual?
Yes.
And so were lots of cars just passing him to go on their way?
Correct.
Okay. When you came up on the scene, you did tell the investigator that you saw someone pulling the driver out of the BMW?
Yes.
Do you remember how many people were pulling the driver out of the BMW?
Just one to my recollection.
Do you remember the driver? Is that the gentleman to my right, Mr. Baum?
Yes.
And you had not seen him before that or after that, correct?
Correct.
Do you remember telling the investigators that the person who was taking him out of the car was being aggressive with him?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
He took him to the side and just told him to not move, that he was, I guess, concerned for what had just happened. So he did have a tone to his voice.
What word did you hear? What words did you hear that person say?
Don't move, mother effer.
And shortly after you left, is that correct?
Yes.
Nothing further, thank you.
Mr. Bartos, sir?
Nothing, thank you.
Ma'am, you're excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
People's next witness, please.
Thank you. The people call Victor Calandra to the stand.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, yes.
Thank you. Please be seated in the witness stand. Pull the microphone closer to you. Would you please state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Victor Calandra, Victorcalandra.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Calandra, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
I'm going to ask you to do me a brief favor before we start. The attorneys are going to be asking you questions, and only one person can speak at a time. So please let them finish their question before you respond, and they're going to give you the courtesy of allowing you to finish your response before you follow up. Thank you, sir. Or before they follow up is what I mean. Mr. Bardo, sir?
Thank you.
Victor Calandra, called as a witness by the people of the state of California, sworn in and testified as follows. Have you or someone you love been injured as a result of someone else's negligence? Or worse, lost a loved one because of it? I am attorney Larry Foreman, and myself and my team of trial lawyers are ready to help you to get the absolute maximum compensation permissible under the law. We know the system. We understand how to win. Anywhere in the United States, 24 hours a day. 1-844-774-HURT. Call us. We can help. Good morning, Mr. Calandra.
Good morning.
I would like to ask you some questions regarding the evening of October 17th of 2023 and the events leading up to 8:30 p.m. On that date and time, were you driving on PCH near Duke's Restaurant here in the county of Los Angeles?
Yes.
Do you remember what type of vehicle you were driving?
Yes, a 2016 GMC 2500.
Mr. Calandra, can you just pull the microphone closer to its base?
Thank you. Sorry.
No need to apologize. And the color of that vehicle is what?
Blue.
I have a 2-page document I asked to mark now as People's 2 for identification.
All right.
And the picture is 2 photographs of a blue pickup. And now marked for identification, People's Exhibit number 2, photos. I'm showing you what I've marked as People's 2A. Do you recognize that vehicle there?
That's my vehicle.
And then People's 2B. Do you recognize that vehicle?
Same vehicle. That's my vehicle.
All right. And that's the one that you were driving on October 17th.
Yes.
Do you remember where it was that you first got onto Pacific Coast Highway?
The incline in Santa Monica by the pier.
All right. So when you drove along PCH, was there anything that caught your attention that was out of the ordinary?
Yes, I was headed north home from the airport. As I approached Sunset Boulevard, I noticed some cars in front of us. There was a vehicle that was driving erratically, moving from lane to lane and swerving.
Okay, so first you said us, quote unquote. When you were referring to us,
I'm sorry.
who are you referring to?
Myself, sorry.
There were other vehicles on the road though as well.
Correct.
So kind of the royal us?
Yes,
And you said that was around Sunset Boulevard?
correct. Just beyond Sunset.
So first let me ask you, do you remember where your vehicle was on PCH? Which lane was it in?
I believe I was in lane 1, which is, I'll refer to it as lane closest to the center divider.
Okay, so you were in lane 1. The vehicle that you were describing as moving between lanes, do you remember where that vehicle was when you first observed it?
It was in both lanes, actually. It started off in the lane 1 and ended in lane 2. There was various times that it moved from both lanes.
And the vehicle that you're talking about, could you describe it?
It was a late model sedan, a darker sedan at the time. I could not tell exactly which model it was.
Okay, so you saw that vehicle move between lanes, but what was it about the driving that drew your attention?
There were some other cars that were in their lanes, and it looked like this particular vehicle was driving from lane to lane, and from as far as we progressed, it was moving from the center divider even off to the shoulder of the road.
And was that car in front of you?
Correct.
And did you continue to observe that vehicle as you headed northbound on PCH?
Yes, beyond Sunset to Topanga, it continued the same erratic pattern.
Did you remain behind that vehicle?
I was about 100 yards behind it, and then we approached Sunset or Topanga. There was some slowing of traffic because people were turning, and I had an opportunity to go around the vehicles.
Okay, you went around the vehicles. What was then your position in relation to the dark sedan?
It was in the far right side of the lane too. I had an opportunity to pass through the traffic, and the traffic followed behind me probably about 50 to 75 yards, maybe 100 yards.
So you stayed alongside it during that period?
I was in front of it at that time.
Okay. Did it ever catch up with you?
It did not. It did actually at Las Flores Canyon when I was stopped.
Okay. So there was a stop at Las Flores Canyon.
Correct.
And when you stopped at Las Flores Canyon, was this for a stop sign or a traffic light?
It was a traffic light, and I moved from Sunset. Through my rear view mirror, I continued to see the same pattern, and the other car drifted extensively to both areas, the shoulder of the road and the center lane too as well.
So when you were stopped at Las Flores Canyon, where was that vehicle? Could you see it?
I was in the lane 2 at that point. I moved to the slower lane, and when I approached Las Flores, there were 2 cars, both in the first and second lane. I was in lane 2 behind a white sedan. There was a white sedan, I believe a white sedan in lane 1, and then the vehicle that had the erratic behavior pulled up next to me.
So when that vehicle pulled up next to you, were you able to get a better look at it?
Yes, the truck is a 4-wheel drive truck. It sits up much higher.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Objection. Non-responsive. Did you get a look at it? And he starts describing his truck. Motion to strike.
All right, the motion is sustained. The court will keep the word yes and strike the remainder of the response. Mr. Bartos, next question, please.
And Your Honor, if you can also admonish the witness if he hears the word objection, if you can just pause, please.
All right, Mr. Calandra, if you hear the word objection, I'm just going to ask you to stop talking for a second so the court can rule on the objection. Thank you. Next question, please.
Okay, so the vehicle that was now parked alongside you, could you describe it, please?
It was a late model sedan, 2 doors with 1 occupant in it.
and the occupant, did you, at the time, did you get a good look at him?
Yes, I could see the person clearly.
And when you said that you could see them clearly, what was your position that you were able to see them so clearly?
Sitting in the the driver's seat, just looking over to my left, I was looking at a down angle, and through the illumination of the lights in that area, you could see in the car.
Okay, did you see the person driving that vehicle in court today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, could you please tell us where they are in the courtroom and something they're wearing?
I can't.
Your Honor, we'll stipulate it's the person to my right.
Yes, to the right of the defense attorney.
All right, the witness has identified Mr. Bohm, the defendant, for the record. While you were at the stoplight, did you actually observe the defendant at all?
Yes,
What was he doing at the time?
he was texting.
Okay, so he had a mobile phone?
He had a mobile phone between his legs underneath the steering wheel, texting.
And I know you're saying, quote unquote, texting from the position that you're in. Could you actually see specifically what he was doing?
He was holding a phone and his thumb was moving.
Okay, so beyond that, you don't know what
No, I don't know.
he actually did, but he was paying attention to the phone.
Yes.
What did you do upon seeing that?
I rolled the window down and tried to get his attention.
Were you able to get his attention?
No.
When you said that you tried to get his attention, what did you do?
I called out. I said, "Hey, you need to be careful. You're going to hurt yourself."
Was there any reaction to you saying that?
No, none. No response at all.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. Just please pause a moment before you respond. Thank you.
Yes.
When you were saying those things, what was your tone of voice?
It was as it is right now.
Okay. In order to get his attention, did you speak loud though?
Louder, yes.
Okay. Would you say that you were yelling,
No.
but you were not able to get his attention? Is that correct?
Correct.
What happened after you called out?
I rolled my window back up. I rolled my window back up and the light turned to a green probably 15 to 20 seconds after that incident.
Okay. So as the light turned green, did you drive forward?
The two cars, both cars moved in front of us, moved forward, and I started to proceed.
And, Your Honor, I have a USB drive labeled LA100-189. The contents are videos via PowerPoint entitled Overview of Cameras, and I'm going to play that PowerPoint.
Mark it as People's 3.
Yes, and I asked to mark it as People's 3 for identification. It's been marked. Mr. Calandra, you're looking at the PowerPoint presentation entitled Overview of Cameras. Have you seen this before?
Yes, sir.
All right. And we've gone through and looked at the cameras and the different videos before. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point, I'm going to object. I don't have any statements, and I was not aware of this conversation.
Mr. Bartos?
I have no response to that.
All right. Objection noted for the record, or your points noted for the record.
May the court inquire if this happened this morning or at a different time?
Sir, when did you go over this presentation with the prosecutor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm asking when.
I believe it was on last week, Monday or Tuesday, maybe? Your Honor, I'm going to object to any statements that were not turned over having any conversations. This is discovery violation.
It's not a discovery violation.
All right. I'm not going to have argument. I understand. The objection's noted and overruled. Mr. Bartos? All right. So, looking at this document, there's the highlighted cameras in different colors. Do you remember looking at those cameras?
Yes.
And just this document in general, does this appear to show PCH starting all the way from the right at the Duke's parking lot and the light at Las Flores, and then all the way to the left and to the end of the collision?
Yes.
All right. So I'd like to show you what's been labeled as 21239 PCH cam, and I'm going to play that for you, and then I'm going to ask you some questions, okay?
Yes.
The video is then played in court. All right. Having gone through that first view, in the bottom of that camera view, it says 10/17/23 at 2028, now 36. Do you recognize what was depicted there?
Yes.
What do you recognize that to be?
It looks like the view from the country kitchen restaurant.
So you're familiar with the PCH area?
Yes. Looking towards the gas station and then Duke's.
And the green light that we can see is green right now. Was that the light that you were describing when you were alongside the defendant?
It would be the light to the left. There are two lights there. I think the farthest one that you see is where we stopped.
Okay. So it's 2 stoplights in a short period of time. Is that fair to say?
Correct. One after another.
And now, in watching the video, did you recognize your vehicle?
My eyes aren't that great here from the view.
So you're putting on your glasses and taking a look. I'm not asking what's going on the screen right now. I'm saying, having viewed the video, did you recognize your vehicle?
At this particular point, I don't see my vehicle.
Okay, so let's go through then and watch the video.
And Mr. Bartos, before you do that, sir, if you want to turn towards your right and you can look at the screen, turn the other way. I don't want you falling down the step. The other way, please. You can turn towards the back monitor. I didn't want you falling down the steps.
So I'm going to go back and zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to show you now, starting from where we began, we have a red light, and we're gonna move forward, and then I'll stop the video. And the video is then played. So right now, stop there. There is a white vehicle that's in the lane closest to the shoulder. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, just because of...
Hold on, Mr. Bartos. When you stop the video, can you indicate where you are in the video, please, sir?
And that's what I was going to say. And, Your Honor, can we find out on that if it's camera 1 or 2 at that address?
It's camera 1.
Thank you. And I need my own glasses to be able to tell you what the time is, and that would be just under 11 seconds into the video. Okay, so then going forward, the video is then continuing to play. Now, sir, I've stopped the video again, and we're at 13 seconds into the video. Do you see another white vehicle in at the lane right before the pole?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember seeing that vehicle at the time?
Yes.
Where was that vehicle at the light?
That was, I believe, in lane 2, lane 1.
Okay, do you remember specifically?
I believe it's lane 1.
Okay, and do you remember where it was at the stoplight?
Yes, in lane 1.
Going forward now, okay? So
There's,
as we stop right now, and we are 15 and a half seconds in approximately, there is a dark, it looks like, SUV. Do you see that?
yes.
Do you remember seeing that vehicle at the stoplight?
No.
There is also, if you look at the front driver's tire of that SUV, it appears that there is light behind it. Was there another vehicle near that car?
Yes.
What vehicle was near that car?
I believe another white car.
Objection.
Hold on, sir.
Objection. He indicated that he doesn't remember that vehicle, and now he's saying if he's testifying about what is in the video, it's improper. It's out of his personal knowledge. He's just repeating what he's seeing, which the court can clearly see, but he says he doesn't remember that vehicle, Your Honor.
Well, he was asked now about another vehicle, so he wasn't asked about that vehicle, Mr. Kraut. He was asked about the vehicle that may be behind that vehicle.
That's hidden behind that vehicle?
Well, I'm not.
It's there.
Well, the court can see there's another vehicle behind that vehicle. It's hard to see, but the court can see that. So the witness was being asked about that, but
Can I just make my record? I'm sorry.
yes.
Your Honor, if the witness doesn't remember the black SUV in the number 2 lane, then how is he going to relate to a vehicle that's next to it if he has no knowledge of the other one?
Mr. Kraut, I don't know that because obviously I wasn't there. So I don't know what this witness remembers or not. And you can feel free to ask him on cross-examination. Mr. Bartos.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right. Do you remember what vehicle was in that lane closer to the median at the time?
It was a white sedan.
Moving forward in time, the video continues to be played. Okay. There is what looks like a pickup truck, and we are at 17 seconds. Do you recognize that vehicle?
Yes.
What vehicle is that?
That appears to be my vehicle.
Okay. And at this point in time, after you had gone north from the Las Flores Canyon light, do you know where the defendant's vehicle is at this point in time?
Approximately right in this area beyond is when he took off.
Sir, I'm sorry. Can I just ask you to speak into the microphone? So, Ari, what did you think about Ms. Tavares?
Yeah, it sounded like she was just the passenger in that car and that they came up on the crash and that, it sounded like they just basically were witnesses in the aftermath and didn't really see much of what had happened, but they did witness another guy that was yelling at MFer to Fraser and that was really angry. But it was interesting that the couple, Nicole and Omar, both came up on the scene after it was hit, but they didn't seem as angry or to be expressing anger towards Fraser as the other person that they mentioned.
Right.
So, but they both came up at the same time.
Yeah, it seems like it. I really liked her little excuse of, well, I wasn't really paying attention because I was on my phone. It really gives her plausible deniability as to, even if she did see something, she just could say, nope, I was on my phone. I was not paying attention. I'm sorry, I can answer your questions. Thank you.
I didn't even think of that. So that was a good lawyer mind. What I did notice is that, you know, it might be like little things, but the defense attorney was like calling out little details that the prosecution got wrong. Like it wasn't her husband. They kept calling Omar her husband, and then it turns out that they're not married, that it's her boyfriend. And so
That was
it just,
confusing.
but it does kind of like show you like the defense is like very detailed. They want the truth, you know, they are not making any mistakes about the relationships there. And so that was interesting to me.
And even though we didn't get a whole lot of information yet, as it's the prosecution's direct examination, we now have the beginning of the direct of Victor.
Yes. And
so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Folks, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all learned something. Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe to Ari Jacob. Ari, where can my people find you?
I am Little Miss Jacob everywhere, and on YouTube, I am Influences.
Go check her out. Go subscribe to her channel and look out for more content that Ari has for you all. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of another video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all learned something. Ari and I are going to continue this series as we continue moving forward. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.